me. Oh. Good morning. Welcome. And welcome to the replay. Thank you. Good morning. Hey. Hi. Hi, Lee. How are you, Leah? How's everybody this morning? Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to Manifesting Monday. Yay! It's a beautiful day here in Calgary. Good morning, Queen. Good morning. Yes, the cat has to be. Yes, yes, yes. Baby kitty's here. She knows when I'm going on Periscope. I don't know, she's somewhere in the house, and then as soon as I'm going on Periscope, she appears. She appears. Good morning, Sean. Good morning. So for all of those who are just joining, I'm Mary June Tracy. I'm the Guru Mama. Yes, spiritual love of life coach, and today's Manifesting Monday. So we're going to talk about manifesting and what is it? I know I touched a bit on it last week, but how many of you have read or seen? Hi, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone this morning? How's the weather in your world? How is the weather in your world? Is it hot? Is it rainy? What's happening in your end of the world? So, oh, you're in Spain. Is it nice in Spain today? Is it beautiful weather? The sun's shining? It's really beautiful. 90 degrees already. Oh, really? Wow, 90 degrees. So 90 degrees here in Canada would be about 37. 37. Foggy in San Francisco. And really hot. Yeah, that's a hot day. Hot and dry. Today it's supposed to go to 30 degrees here in Calgary. That's around 80, just over 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And humid in the south of France. Okay, cool. I don't like it when it's too humid. I lived in Ontario for a while. It's not fun when it gets humid. 32 on the island. Okay. Hello, hello. Rainy for 2 weeks. So that's, there we go, block that person, yeah. Wow, crazy. Yeah, so weather's been kind of crazy all over the place. I know there's one of the volcanoes that are still erupting down in Costa Rica and spewing out lots of ash and smoke. I believe some of the rain has receded in Texas, so that's a good thing. Here it's been we get rain, but it's still hot and dry. It's still dry, very dry. We didn't get much snow this winter. So thank you all for joining, and it's Manifesting Monday. This is Boots, and she is 9 weeks old, and she likes to join every once in a while. So she comes and goes, and she likes to jump up and say hello to everybody. So welcome. Boots and cats, yes. My son named her because she has little boots. She has boots on her. So one of the things, I wanted to know if anybody out there has read The Secret or seen the movie The Secret. Okay? Because that's really the big one. Yeah, that's a big one on manifesting and bringing forth manifesting. Yes. Now, what were your thoughts on it? Did you find it helpful? Did you find it confusing? The law of attraction, yes. So one of the things for me when I was looking at it is that you found it helpful and it made sense. One of the things that I found for myself, it does require practice. The biggest part was, it felt like the very first thing that you had to do was sit, and then it's all going to come to you. Right? That you can imagine, okay, I'm going to imagine I'm going to be a millionaire, and I'm going to sit here and I can feel it, I can see it, I can see myself being that. And all I do is have to sit and it happens. And that's and that's really one of the big things that are, part of being for the laws of attraction. So, and then we have Eric Tolle. So I got a little thing here on Eric Tolle versus The Secret and Abraham Hicks. So if you're attracted to both of these teachings, which I am, you may have been having trouble seeing how they fit together. On one hand, Eric Tolle teaches that the source of all our troubles is your ego, and you're lost in thought, and your lack of awareness, consciousness of your true essential self, right? This is in line with the majority of spiritual teachings about the ego. And Eric doesn't say to lose the ego. What he says, if you read any of his books and stuff, he wants you to be an observer of the ego. So that's a big part of here. On the other hand, so we have Abraham and The Secret. You can have whatever you want. The universe is abundant. Place your order in by putting yourself in the vibration of already having it, and it'll be yours. Okay? So that's with Abraham Hicks. At first, it seems as though the two teachings kind of are different, and they collide, and there's no reconciling them. And they seem kind of, sometimes for a lot of people, it's kind of like selfish. They feel very selfish for asking for anything. But in fact, the two teachings can be reconciled. Both, if you read any teachings from Jesus or Buddha, they taught both the same things. In other words, we are both creative beings who create primarily with the thought, and our essential nature is love. All right? So the one life that is source of everything. This manifesting in this whole creation, the thing is that it is fairly new for humans to be, or for us to be talking about it, because we never thought about manifesting anything. Since time began, we as humans just did. We never sat around thinking about, oh, I need to manifest, I need to do this. We just did what we had to do. You can see it over and over again within the consciousness, and how we just sort of put all our efforts in, and we just, if somebody did something against us, we automatically retaliate it, right? So there's this way within our world how we have been. Since the consciousness has been changing, it has been showing us, wow, we can get in to this manifesting and really start to work with it. Jung and Freud started bringing in, more Jung than Freud, about the ego. Okay? So why doesn't Eric Tolle, say to us about this? Well, since the main problem really is the ego, and since we're all creating anyways, the question is, are you creating from the ego level or from your highest level awareness? So we're going back into history. We've been creating for so long from the ego level, and now we're learning to create from our higher self level. And this takes time. This is like a huge new awareness for us. So when The Secret came out, it was telling us just to be and just believe that it's going to come to us. But for so long, it didn't give us the steps on saying what we need to start to do in order to create the manifesting for ourselves. Okay? And that was the big part about it. It wasn't giving you the proper tools. For me, this is what I saw within The Secret. It wasn't giving you the proper tools in order for you to start to create what it is that you want it to bring into your life. So the first thing. Yeah, okay, awesome. Good morning, Tina. Thank you for joining. I am so honored that you have joined. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining today. So one of the biggest things here, what I want you guys to do, this is going to be an exercise for you to do for today, is these are the things that need to change in order for me to be. I want you to write that down. What in your life needs to change in order for you to be happy, successful, loving, caring? What is it in your life that's stopping you? All right? I want you to write that down on a piece of paper. So in order for me to be prosperous in my life, I need this to change in my life. Write it down. Then the next step I want you to do is breathe. Take a step back and breathe and take a look at it and just connect with your higher self, right? Begin to connect with your higher self and allow your higher self to come in and start to look at what it is that you're trying to connect with, or not connect with. Look at what it is that you're wanting to change and ask yourself, am I happy? If you sit there, do I have everything that I need at this point in time? Right now. Do I have everything right now? And it's just like, if you sit, now this is just for this moment, because the thing is to manifest what it is that you want, you have to be in the now. You can't be in the past. You can't be in the future. You have to be here. So when you think about, for me to be prosperous in abundance right now, I would want, these things need to be changed in my life for me to be prosperous or for me to be happy. Well, okay, I can go for a list. Oh, my son Eddie could be, be more responsible in the house. My husband could be, maybe more loving to me, more romantic. Now, if you look at everything that I'm saying, and I'm projecting that into the future. Okay, you guys following me? I want to bring it back. So in order for me to change the things in my life right now, what do I need? Well, right now I have everything. I have the happiness. I have the love. You're following? So if I have that feeling, I have that feeling now, I can go forward. Okay, you're not following. Okay, so right now, this very moment, when we think about how we are feeling this moment, everything in this moment right now between you and me is provided for. All right? I'm not thinking about an hour from now. I'm not thinking about a half an hour from now. I'm thinking right now, this very moment. When we can be in this very moment, it's like, oh, well, for me to be happy, I need to have, I need this for dinner, and I need this, I need this person to do this, and I need to be able to promote myself better in order for me to be more okay, yes, you do, but right now, what do you need? Okay, I just need me to be me right now. Everything's going to be lining up. When I can get into that vibration, the doors start to open. The ego starts to subside. I'm not in the ego brain anymore because I'm just being here and now. The ego brain is what called the monkey brain. It gets us all over. Right? So then we are distracted. So when we are wanting to manifest, or we're wanting to bring forth the happiness, the peace, the love, the prosperity in our life, it's very difficult. So when we can write this down and take a look at it, it allows us to say, okay, I'm at peace right now. I'm feeling good. Oh, okay. I'm able to bring forth and start to look at what is it with clarity that I need to bring in. And that's putting the ego aside. Okay? Hope you guys are following me. I know this is kind of... When I was thinking about this morning, it was like, woo, this is like huge. This is just huge, right? Okay? So that's very important, as you can imagine. Spiritual teachings don't deny that we have to create in this life. We create everything that's around us, right? Nothing happens until something moves. Meaning nothing will happen, nothing will change in our life until we have that shift, that movement. All right? Oh, I'm old. Okay, I'm really... You tell me how old you are. Nothing will change. Being in an emotional state that attracts abundance and prosperity, joy, and lightness. Exactly. But we have to be in the state and look at it from moment to moment. So, when we are getting crazy, when we are getting out of sorts and we're getting bitchy, we're getting angry, we're getting whatever it is, then we sit down. This is like a conscious thing that you really have to work at and say, oh, okay, my monkey brain is going crazy. All right? Have to try to get that state. Where is the Gorilla Glue? Yes. When we get into that state, or when we're there, and in that crazy vibration, right? Okay, do we have to look at the future and think? Yes and no, okay? But the reason why I'm saying yes and no to you is because if you're constantly thinking of the future, if you are constantly thinking of the future, constantly, then you're not here and now. That means you're not enjoying this moment. You are not being in your authentic self. When you are starting to enjoy the simplicity and the love that is around you here and now, and that could be that you walk down the street and there's a beautiful flower growing out of the cement. All right, you're in the here, you're in the present. It's like that this to smell every flower. Have you smelt the flowers today? That is allowing. Do I Skype? I don't Skype very often. Unless I'm doing a class. To be here and to be now is so important. Okay? When we are here and when we are now, we are open for the abundance to come. If you're anxious, you are living into the future, right? And you're living in the past, you are depressed. You don't have to get there. You need difficult emotions. Didn't see that. But if we need to change. So to change, right? So for wanting to change, it's a step by step. It's taking that step of each day of, I'm going to open my heart and I'm going to allow. And I'm going to be here. That means that I'm not going to overthink how my day is going. I'm not overthinking how my day is going to be. In order for me to manifest what it is that I want, it's great to have goals. I'm not saying don't have goals, all right? So I know this is it's a very abstract thought that I'm bringing in, because a lot of people, they want to manifest, they want to bring it, and then they just get so focused on that, they're missing the whole goal. They're missing everything else that's going off around them, and they're not enjoying the here and the now. When you are happy, when you are enjoying life, the things come to you easier. When you are angry and mad and pissed off, you're in resistance. You're not moving. Okay? And you wonder why the shit keeps happening to you. Because you're not taking a look at. That's why we do gratitudes. That's why we do I ams. And the gratitudes are, looking at what are you so grateful for today? And it could be just that the sun came through the window and hit it at a certain angle and you saw a rainbow. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for, of the beautiful people I have around me. Those things help you to give you that beauty around you in your life. When you are wanting to manifest, it's great to have a goal. All right? It's great. This is where I'd like to see myself in 3 years, in a year, in 2 years. But where am I right now in order for me to be open for this to happen in my life? All right? You want to be a millionaire? Okay? Awesome. But what are you doing in being in this moment right now in order to open for it? Are you just sitting and resisting and saying, well, I want to be a millionaire, so I want to get that job that pays me X amount of money? But have we started back here in that moment? All right? No, I don't do that. So that's what I'm trying to get at. hope that makes sense to you guys. So look at things, all right? And the other thing is that here's the next thing that I'd like to do for you guys. Take out the word need in your vocabulary. I need blank. I need blank. I need this. I need that. Take out the word need, all right? And just allow yourself to say, oh, I would love to have. This would be awesome to do, right? So changing the word need. It's basically the power of now. And with the power of now, with Eckhart Tolle, what he says is that we want to become observers and not to be serious, right? Okay, because a lot of people get hung up on being so serious in their life, on everything having to be, it has to be a certain way. No, I only speak English. So, only speak English. So we're using the Goddess cards today. These are the Goddess cards. I'm pulling them out today. And allow yourself to have fun. No, just need. Just need. We'll start with that one. Like, because it's like, yeah, I want to do better in my life. It's not I need to do better in my life. I want to do better in my life. Okay? So taking out that word need, it's a hard one. You'll be amazed at how often you say it. All right? You'll be amazed. So, but it's hard to focus without it. Okay. So it's hard to focus without the word need. So that's where we have to get back into self. All right? Because in actuality, if we have a roof over our, we basically have all that we want. The fact of I need, it's a practice. Oh, it takes practice. Oh, it really does. Okay? Exactly. Thank you, Kendra. It's getting in the moment. And so many times we are ahead because we've been doing consciously, we have been just needing, going, right? We've been driven by the ego for so long. That's why we've had great prophets come in, great people come in like Jesus and Buddha, who've come in to show us that when we are in the now, great things can happen. We can start to move things. That's why they say you can move mountains. Well, you can if you're in the now. You can allow for that movement to happen with grace and ease. We don't have to be pushing all the time. We don't have to be push, work so hard, right? Hello and welcome. So here are our Goddess cards. For this lovely Manifesting Monday. Oh, why do people want to know how old I am? Like, really? Does it matter? I get that asked about 3 times, in a scope. I'm just like, why? There we go. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. Too bad. Age is in the mind of the beholder. I'm old enough to be using Periscope, obviously, eh? Whew! Here we go. First card. Isis. Past life. All right? This situation involves past life memories, So why does it matter if I'm married or not? So, past life. When we look at past life, Isis is the mother of all. Like, she is one of those that has come to give us our life, right? And to allow for us to have the beauty in our life. So, when we look at things that are going wrong in our life, sometimes it does have to relate to past life issues because we've come in here to get things done to redo things, right? So this is where we have to look at, okay, so why am I repeating certain things? What am I needing to learn? Okay? Then we have unconditional love, Mary Magdalene. We got to love ourselves, all right? Even though we have crazy going on. To love ourselves unconditionally, meaning we don't put conditions on anything in our life. We don't put conditions on how we love ourselves. We take great love within ourselves and allow ourselves to love. To love yourself and others, every situation, no matter what it looks like, right? If you look at my thing and look at I'm not an American, I'm Canadian. When you look at things around you, look at it unconditionally with love, okay? And no matter what the outward appearance may be, sometimes things might look like real crap in your life right now, all right? And when they look like crap in your life right now, out of it could come such great joys. It's building up your it's what are you feeling self-conscious about? You know? What is it that you're self-conscious about? What are you afraid of? Being self-conscious is a fear. There's a fear. You have a fear that you are going to be judged by others. There's a fear. So what is that fear? And then ask yourself, is it true? Are you afraid that someone's going to laugh at you? Are you afraid that you're going to have that you're going to be that your feelings are going to be shown, or that you have too much feelings for something that nobody else does? And you're afraid of judgment. Being not good enough. Okay, and that's coming down to a belief system there of why do I feel I am not good enough? Who in my life told me I was not good enough? Was it my mom? Was it my dad? Was it somebody on the playground who said that I was a certain way, or I was, good morning, Maureen, I was, too fat, too ugly, this or that, right? Self-love building, go back to when you first felt not enough. Exactly. And sometimes that's where it comes back to taking, either a past life regression, or even getting a healing done with a Reiki practitioner, or a shaman, and looking at different parts of your life of why. In the Journey Club, I teach the Journey Club, which is an 8-week study of self, and we go into a lot of belief systems of what is holding us back. And getting outside for clarity, getting yourself grounded, allowing yourself to, you've been indoors too long, getting some fresh air, opening a window. On your lunch hour, go for a walk. Get out there, allow yourself to breathe. If you are feeling that you are not good enough on something, start to begin on doing gratitudes. What are you grateful in your life? All right? Write down 5 gratitudes. Good morning and welcome. And doing your I ams. And your I ams are your pavements to the road ahead. This helps to bring in forth the manifesting that you're wanting to bring in. Okay? So I'm loving, I'm caring, I'm beautiful, I'm sexy, I'm getting more courageous every day. So doing the I ams are really a wonderful building blocks in our lives, and to start the building blocks in our life. Okay? And Bridget, don't back down. Don't back down on how you're feeling. So if there is self-confidence and you're feeling, it's taking that one step of, yeah, I can do this. I am good enough. I am smart enough. All right? Don't back down on who you are and the love that you have, because we are all the basis of love. Okay? Oh, kitty. Okay. Any questions? Any questions before I sign off? Sometimes I just want to be alone. How can I help this feeling? Okay, we're going back to asking questions. Are you wanting to be alone because you're wanting to avoid? Oh, cool. Leah, so are you wanting to be, you're not wanting to face something? being alone is okay some of the times, but if you're wanting to be alone all the time, what's holding you back? Because I feel there's huge fears there of being judged. And so there's some huge fears that are coming up on judgment. On and it's sucking it up sometimes and getting out. You don't like to be in crowds. Call in Archangel Michael, because you're allowing yourself to be too open. You're allowing yourself to be too open. Your aura's, and it's just like pulling your aura in. You could just pull it in like this. And you don't have to go out to big events, but start off small. Start off small. Yes. What's holding me back? What's holding you back personally? I was wondering if you could do some scopes on deal with the types of people. Oh, definitely. Oh, I know lots about indigo. It's partially a belief system that you're not good enough, or you have to do it a certain way. It has to be done this way. If it's not done this way, then it's not good enough. It's like having these set of standards that you have held on to, even though you don't believe in them. Oh, okay, yeah, and indigo children, they're fun. I have two. I have two indigo, and my last two, I would consider them, they're kind of a cross between indigo crystal children, but my two eldest ones are indigo, and it's a handful. It is a handful. So I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. It is challenging. Oh gosh, yeah, very challenging. If anybody has any other questions, you can get a hold of me through Mary June Tracy on my Facebook page, or you can email thegurumama@gmail.com. And thank you. And if you guys want a reading, definitely get a hold of me through Facebook. That's the best way to get a hold of me, is through Facebook, and or through my any other way. I do readings privately through Facebook, or not through Facebook. I do it through Facebook, do it through FaceTime, and I also do them through Periscope. Yeah, thank you. I've been having a little problems with Periscope lately. They've been cutting my stuff off. So have a great day. Love you all. Namaste. Have a good one. Block you. Bye-bye.